Almost everyone should wrap their car keys in aluminum foil. In this short video, you can find out why even the police recommend it and what your fridge has to do with it, because this is a really important trick that I will explain to you in more detail here. You should take your car key and wrap it in some aluminum foil, and then you can put it back on your keyboard or somewhere else in your home. Alternatively, you can simply store it in your fridge, but I'll show you why that might not be such a good idea in a moment. In fact, even the police advise these measures. The reason for this is the technology in today's cars. But even if you have an older vehicle that does not yet have this technology installed, you should have heard of it so that you are prepared. This is because many vehicles nowadays use keyless go. This means you only have a start-stop button and can open and close the car just by moving your hand on the door handle. In other words, the key simply has to be nearby and the vehicle opens. But what sounds like a lot of convenience is actually very questionable in terms of safety, and this is becoming more and more apparent these days. Of course, the whole thing only works if you are nearby with your key. If it is out of range, you won't be able to open the vehicle and you won't be able to start it. However, you can build your own radio signal amplifier for very little money. And it is precisely this technology that many criminals use. They can simply extend the radio signal. This means that your key does not have to be in the immediate vicinity, but simply in the slightly closer vicinity. This means, for example, that if your key is inside on your keyring, your vehicle can easily be opened and started outside with such a radio signal booster. In this case, of course, no alarm system is triggered as the vehicle is opened and started in the normal way. The vehicle does not have to be damaged either, so it is also a somewhat more complicated case in terms of insurance, but it can actually just help if you wrap the key in aluminum foil. This disrupts the radio signal and the radio signal cannot be extended. This way you can protect your car from theft. And even though cars are of course already very well secured these days, they are still not safe. As a result, thefts of this kind are becoming more and more frequent. That's why the police advise wrapping the whole thing in aluminum foil or putting the key in the fridge, as this also interferes with the radio signal. However, many experts disagree, as the cold could also cause more damage to the key. That's why the aluminum foil option is the better choice. By the way, do you already know about the secret refrigerator that is installed in almost every car? In the video you see on the screen now, I show you this and 11 other ingenious life hacks. Watch it directly by clicking on it.